Hello, welcome to another edition of Johnny Stocks 212. Other people trying to sell you something? I'm just here to find those A winners, go getters, trend setting companies to invest in. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be. We got a great show for you today. Today we're talking about an exciting biotech company called Athenex. Please read the disclaimer on your own time. So Athenex is a clinical stage biotech company, and they're developing autologous allogeneic NKT cell therapies to treat cancers. And their goal is really to be an innovative cancer treatments and, hopefully improve healthy outcomes for cancer patients. So what does all that mean? Basically, they are one of those companies that are looking to stimulate natural killer cells from the patient's blood and promote them and to proliferate, activate other natural killer cells, infuse it back into the cancer patient, and hopefully get rid of those cancer cells. So let's take a look at the leadership team. Johnson Y.N. Lau, I should say Dr. Johnson Y.N. Lau, outstanding leadership. He's the CEO. If you haven't heard of him before, I've listened to a bunch of articles and interviews. Riba Pharma, he previously was CEO of Riba Pharma, helped them go public. A lot of outstanding experience. The second largest IPO in U.S. history. So great, outstanding leadership team. One of the things that got me interested in these guys is they have a couple medications in clinical trials. One of them is this I Spy 2 trial, which is supposed to have a readout in the second half of 2022. And the study's basically run by Quantum Leap Healthcare in collaboration. And in the study, they're looking at dostarlimab and carboplatin, plus or minus carboplatin, which is a chemotherapy drug with breast cancer patients. And then they also got a phase 2 and a phase 3 study going on. Hopefully it can advance. Sorry, that's in the phase 2 trial. Hopefully that can advance to phase 3 if the results are encouraging. They also have a trial going on with oral paclitaxel in combination with pembrolizumab with patients with non-small cell cancer. And so far, the data looks pretty good, response rate. And that's really the big thing. What's the response rate? So let's hopefully those will continue to look pretty good. The other one is this KUR501. So it's patient-derived material. They make these CAR natural killer cells, GT2-CAR-NKT, so natural killer cells products in pediatrics. And the KUR502 and 501. So the 502, they're in phase 1 trials, natural killer cells for lymphoma, leukemia. They're up to 12 clinical sites enrolling patients at high dose levels. And so far, looking at the data, looks really good. An overall response rate of 80%. Okay, and I know when you look at these studies, you also have to look at what's the complete response rate so far. 60%. That's phenomenal. That's really phenomenal. They have preclinical trials going on at KUR503, which is an off-the-shelf, allogenic off-the-shelf natural killer cell products. Let's take a look at the pipeline so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. So here's their cell therapy platform, their oral discovery. I talked a little bit about that. They have oral paclitaxel. Is still in clinical trials. In November, I want to say just recently here this month, they got an exclusive license agreement with the National Cancer Institute to utilize targeting P53, KRAS, EGFR for development of these allogenic cell therapies. Their plan is to hopefully use these to treat patients with P53, KRAS mutation genes in colorectal cancer. Combining these with kind of like the off-the-shelf platform would allow, kind of repeated doses, which is important, and hopefully, getting a good positive response. So, here's that KUR501, KUR502, KRUR503. There's a lot of stuff that they have to report on in the next, coming months, next quarter. Are they going to progress to clinical phase 2 trials? We'll see. What doses that they use in the phase 1 trial. So this is pretty exciting stuff. I really like this allogeneic natural killer cells, TCR. They're all, in clinical trials, preclinical for P53 and CRAS. Okay, preclinical for P53 and CRAS. So not in human trials yet. So let's take a look at the stock price. So where is it right now? ATNX is the stock symbol. ATNX. Athenex. Time of the video, it's trading at 19 cents. I think this is, unfortunately, these types of companies right now in this kind of environment with high interest rates, high inflation, they seem to get beaten down in this type of environment. But I think there's a lot of chance for a reward here. Big risk, but a lot of chance for a reward, a lot of opportunity. They got a pretty compelling pipeline, potential therapies, and I'm going to continue to monitor this company. That's all the time I have for this video. If you did enjoy this video and the content I'm creating, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to subscribe, helps my channel grow. I'll continue to monitor this company, and as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.